Student Sairam. In today's math session, we are going to perform a MATLAB activity. This is the third activity in 6th class. This activity is based on the topic equivalent fractions, which we have learnt in chapter 7, fractions. So what are equivalent fractions? We have learnt that equivalent fractions are the fractions which represent same part of the whole. That means they have equal value. They look different, that means they have different numerators and different denominators, but they represent equal value or same part of the whole. So in this activity, in the first part, we are going to verify that the fractions 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6 and 4 upon 8 are equivalent fractions. This we are going to do by using equal strips of paper. In the second part of the activity, we will perform an activity which is a fun activity. And here also we will verify that 1 upon 4 is equal to 2 upon 8, 2 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 8, 3 upon 4 is equal to 6 upon 8 and 4 upon 4 or 8 upon 8 represent a whole. This activity we are going to do by using fraction wheels. Let's watch this video to understand. Hello students, today we are going to do a MATLAB activity which is based on equivalent fractions, which you have learned in chapter 7, fractions. So what are equivalent fractions? Equivalent fractions are fractions which look different but have the same value. That means they represent same part of the whole. For example, the fractions 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6 and 4 upon 8 are equivalent fractions. So let's do this activity to verify that 1 upon 2 is equivalent to 2 upon 4, which is equal to 3 upon 6, equal to 4 upon 8. Our today's activity also includes a fun activity which is also based on equivalent fractions, wherein we'll prove that 1 upon 4 is equal to 2 upon 8, 2 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 8, 3 upon 4 is equal to 6 upon 8. That means equivalent fractions represent same part of the whole. Now for the first part of the activity, for this activity we require 4 strips of equal strips of paper, a few sketch pens, color crayons and a ruler. Now let's start doing the activity. For this, let's take the first strip of paper and fold it into 2 equal parts. Now we draw a line at the fold to divide it into 2 equal parts and color one part by, say, blue color. Which I have done like this. This represents the fraction 1 upon 2. Now let's take the second strip of paper and divide this into 4 equal parts by folding it 2 times. like this. Now it's divided into 4 equal parts. We draw lines like this and color 2 parts by taking a different color, say orange color, which I have shown like this by coloring 2 parts of this strip. 2 out of 4 are colored. So this represents the fraction 2 out of 4. Now let's take the third strip of paper and divide it into 6 equal parts. How do we do that? First, we divide it into 3 equal parts and fold once again at the center. Now it's divided into 6 equal parts. Now again, we draw the lines between the 6 parts and color 3 parts with a different color, say green, like this. So 3 parts out of 6 are colored. So this represents the fraction 3 upon 6. Now let's take the last strip of paper and fold it to divide it into 8 equal parts like this. Now we can see that it is divided into 8 equal parts. Again, we draw the lines between the parts and color 4 parts out of 8 parts. 4 parts we will color, like shown here with this strip. 4 out of 8 are colored. So this represents the fraction 4 upon 8. Now we place these strips on a sheet of paper. We place these strips one below the other. One below the other we place them. And let us write the fractions they represent. The first one represents 1 upon 2. The second strip represents 2 upon 4. Third strip represents 3 upon 6. And the fourth strip represents 4 upon 8. They represent different fractions which look different. But can you see, is there any difference between the colored parts? We can see that all these colored parts they represent same part of the whole. This is 1 upon 2, second one is 2 upon 4, third one is 3 upon 6 and fourth one is 4 upon 8. But they represent same part of the whole. Their value is same. So this shows that these fractions 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6 and 4 upon 8, they are equal fractions. That means 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 4 is equal to 3 upon 6 is equal to 4 upon 8. So it is proved that these are equivalent fractions. Now let's do a fun activity to understand equivalent fractions. To prove that equivalent fractions represent same part of the whole. For this fun activity, we require 4 circles of same size and out of which 2 are of the same color. Like I have taken 2 blue circles and 2 red circles. Now 1 blue circle and 1 red circle is divided into 4 equal parts. And another blue circle and the second red circle is divided into 8 equal parts. Now, with the help of a scissor, we cut the circles like this. We cut the circles like this carefully. Now, we join 1 blue circle and 1 red circle, each divided into 4 equal parts like this. Like this. We join the circles like this. Now, can you see, children, what fraction is represented by this circle? It is 1 upon 4. 1 out of 4 means 1 upon 4. And here 2 out of 8, that means 2 upon 8. Can you see? 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 8 are both equal. They represent same part of the whole. Now let's move the blue part of the circle. This represents 1 upon 2 and here also we move the blue part and this represents 4 out of 8. This is 2 out of 4, 2 upon 4 and this is 4 upon 8. But can you see, children? They represent same part of the whole. Now, once again, we move the blue part. Now it is 3 upon 4. And when we move this part, This represents 6 out of 8. So this fraction represents 3 upon 4 and this is 6 upon 8. But can you see they represent same part of the whole? Now if I still move the blue part, it is 4 out of 4 or 4 upon 4. And the other one also, when I move like this, it is 8 upon 8. 4 upon 4 represents the whole, 8 upon 8 represents the whole. So these are equivalent fractions. Children, you can do this activity and learn while enjoying the activity. Learn about the equivalent fractions properly. Thank you. You understood how to perform the activity by watching this video. Now one more important thing I want to mention here, that it's only the first part of the activity, that means this one, for which we will write the aim, procedure, observation, learning outcome, etc. For the second part of the activity, no need to write the procedure, etc. because the second part is a fun activity. It is for you to learn about the equivalent fractions while having fun. So let's see how we write the activity. Children, you have to write this activity in your MATLAB notebook. If you don't have a MATLAB notebook, then you can use assignment sheets to write. And one more important thing is, while writing in the MATLAB notebook, you will use the right side of the notebook to write the aim, procedure, etc. and left side page of the book will be utilized to stick the pictures. Now let's see how we write the theory part of the activity. So first we'll write aim. What is the aim? To verify that equivalent fractions have equal values. Then materials required: 4 paper strips of equal size, color pencils or crayons, scissors and glue. Then prerequisite knowledge. The knowledge which you should have for doing this activity, that is knowledge of fractions and equivalent fractions. Now comes the procedure. First step, let's take the first strip of paper and fold it into 2 equal parts. Second one, color one part as shown in the figure A with blue color. Then third step, take the next strip of paper and fold it into 4 equal parts and color 2 parts as shown in figure B with orange color. Children, you can use any other color of your choice, but 4 different colors should be used for each strip. Then fourth step, take the next strip of paper and fold it into 6 equal parts and color 3 parts as shown in figure C with green color. Now next point is, take the last strip of paper and fold it into 8 equal parts and color 4 parts as shown in the figure D with red color. Then paste all the 4 strips one below the other like shown in figure E, and then compare them. Here the points are not correct, you put the proper points. Then like this you have to stick the strips of papers showing different fractions on the left side of the MATLAB notebook. The first strip shows 1/2. The fraction associated with colored part is 1/2, and the fraction associated with colored part in the second one is 2/4. In the third it is 3/6, and in the fourth one it is 4/8. Then you can stick the strips one below the other and write the fractions associated with them. So it is proved that 1/2 is equal to 2/4 is equal to 3/6 is equal to 4/8. They are all equivalent fractions. Now what are the observations? First one, the fraction associated with blue colored part of the strip is 1/2, isn't it? 1/2. You have to write like this. Then fraction associated with orange colored part of the strip is 2/4. Fraction associated with green colored part 3/6, and the fraction associated with red color part of the strip is 4/8. So it's proved that these fractions are equivalent fractions. So we have to put is equal to sign between these fractions. Here also is equal to sign, and here also is equal to sign. Now, what is the conclusion? Fractions which are equal in value are called equivalent fractions. And what is the learning outcome? By performing this activity, students are able to learn that equivalent fractions have equal values. Now, this second part of the activity is a fun activity. It is not important that you write or stick the pictures. I am just showing it so that you properly understand the equivalent fractions. So here 1/4 is shown by this fraction, this wheel, and this represents 2/8. Both are equal. Then the next one, 2/4 or 2/4 shown by this wheel, and 4/8, 4/8 is shown by the next wheel. Both are equivalent fractions. Then this fraction, this wheel shows 3/4, and this one represents 6/8. They are equal fractions because they represent same part of the whole. And 4/4 represents one whole, and 8/8 here, this also represents a whole. So these wheels also show us the equivalent fractions. Children, you perform both the activities and write the first part of the activity in your MATLAB notebook and stick the pictures. You will understand equivalent fractions properly by doing this activity. Thank you.